Women are animals with long hair and short ideas. Arthur Schopenhauer's words are like a slap in the face. They are harsh, provocative, and undeniably offensive. Yet, beneath the surface of this seemingly misogynistic statement lies a deeper truth. A truth that resonates with the male experience in a way few dare to acknowledge. It is the truth of male pain, the pain of feeling inadequate, invisible, and ultimately replaceable. Schopenhauer, the philosopher of pessimism, was known for his cynical view of human nature. But could his infamous quote about women be more than just bitterness? Could it be a reflection of a deeper, more universal wound? A wound that speaks to the heart of male insecurity and the fear of female judgment? Perhaps Schopenhauer, in his own way, was giving voice to the silent struggle of countless men. Men who have poured their hearts and souls into relationships, only to be left feeling like they were never enough. Men who have felt the sting of rejection, the agony of being passed over for someone deemed better. It is in this space of vulnerability, in the raw exposure of male insecurity, that Schopenhauer's words find their unsettling resonance. Hypergamy, the female proclivity to seek out the highest status male, is often cited as a source of pain and resentment among men. It is a biological reality, hardwired into the female psyche through millennia of evolutionary pressure. Women, tasked with the responsibility of bearing and raising children, are naturally drawn to men who exhibit strength, resources, and social standing. These qualities, in the primal landscape of our ancestors, represented the best chance of survival and reproductive success. However, in the modern world, this primal drive often translates into a painful dynamic. Men, raised on ideals of romantic love and unwavering loyalty, are left feeling betrayed and disposable when faced with the reality of female hypergamy. The pain is not simply about losing a partner. It cuts deeper, striking at the very core of male identity and self-worth. It is the pain of feeling like you were never in the game, that your love, your loyalty, your very essence was not enough to compete with the allure of a better option. This experience can leave men feeling deeply wounded, their confidence shattered, their faith in love shaken. It is a wound that often festers in silence, masked by anger, cynicism, or a retreat into emotional isolation. It is easy to get trapped in the cycle of blame and resentment, to rail against the unfairness of hypergamy, to see women as manipulative and heartless. But this path leads only to further pain and isolation. It prevents men from healing and from harnessing their own potential for growth. Biology may provide the blueprint, but it does not dictate our destiny. We are not slaves to our primal urges. We have the capacity for self-awareness, for introspection, for choosing a different path. The key lies in understanding the evolutionary roots of hypergamy, not as a justification for female behavior, but as a lens through which to view our own emotional responses. When we understand the primal fear that drives hypergamy, the fear of scarcity, of insecurity, of failing to secure the best possible future for oneself and one's offspring, we can begin to approach it with compassion, both for ourselves and for the women in our lives. This understanding does not excuse hurtful behavior, but it allows us to move beyond blame and towards a more constructive response. The true antidote to the pain of rejection is not to seek validation from women, but to cultivate an unshakable sense of self-worth from within. This means embracing the principles of self-improvement, physical fitness, mental discipline, pursuit of purpose, and unwavering integrity. It means becoming the best version of ourselves, not to attract a partner, but for the intrinsic satisfaction of living a life of meaning and purpose. When we focus on our own growth, on cultivating our minds, our bodies, and our spirits, we tap into a deep well of confidence that cannot be shaken by external validation. We become men who are comfortable in their own skin, men who are driven by internal motivation, not the fear of being chosen or rejected. This is the path of true empowerment. It is not about suppressing our emotions or denying the pain of rejection, but about transforming that pain into fuel for growth. It is about recognizing that our worth is not contingent on the approval of others, but on the choices we make every day to show up as the best versions of ourselves. This is the journey from wounded pride